Jake Thurm here. We're outside Chicago. Dustin Johnson just won the Travelers Championship. As an instructor, the thing that I am asked about the most with Dustin Johnson is his wrist position at the top, what we call flexion. Let's define those terms really quickly. If my wrist is in a cupped position, we call that extended. If it is more towards Dustin Johnson, so flat or even bowed, that would be flexion. That's where Dustin Johnson gets in his backswing. I have the help of the HackMotion 3D wrist sensors. Basically, every time I get into Dustin Johnson's wrist positions, those angels are gonna sing, so it's telling me I'm doing something right. Here's what some of you're on the right track, but might be getting wrong. Old coach of mine back in the day used to always tell me, Jake, you don't hit it in your backswing. So many of you who know you struggle with a club face open relative to path are trying to get into Dustin's top of backswing. May not be a bad idea, but let me show you how this could go wrong and give you the wrong feedback. So I'll get into Dustin's top of backswing. But what if I transition the club this way? In other words, I work so hard on the backswing, and yet I still have the same old transition where the pitch of the shaft works steeper and the club face works more open. Tour players in 3D are moving towards closure sooner than amateur players. So this is what I tell people. Actually, a lot of amateurs would benefit from having a slightly extended wrist at the top. They would hit it further. But I want you, as your first move down, to get it into Dustin's backswing. In other words, it's okay if you're extended. It's okay if you're flat at the top. It's if you can get into what is his top of backswing as you transition the club. You can be in any position, but I have turned that grip towards you. That shaft is flattened and that face moves towards closure. If I get in his position at the top and I come down the other way, I still have the same problems, thus I still have the same handicap. Let's give it a try. I usually do get into a little bit of an extended position at the top, but hopefully on the downswing, I can transition my club more towards what Dustin is doing at top of backswing. That sound means good, and obviously it hit a draw right there. So, to get your angels singing and to improve your golf score, to get that club face closed relative to the path of the swing, get into Dustin Johnson's wrist position as you transition. Because you don't hit it in your backswing, you hit it on your downswing.